All right, looks like I'm back doing this 45 ball challenge. As you guys know, it's been challenging. It is definitely not a challenge for the faint of heart. This challenge has broke me mentally and physically. As you guys could see, I am feeling good today. All right. So here it is, the 45 ball challenge. I'm going to try to do this live as I've been trying to. As you guys know, my record is 41, which is 4 balls shy from finishing the whole challenge. I'm thinking of giving it a run today. Let's see how it goes. I kind of been feeling good. I've been shooting good. And overall, like I said, things are been very good on my end. So let's go ahead and get started. If you guys missed last night's show, go check it out. I mean, look at that. I ended up playing an Amazon driver, and man, was that a match. So go check it out. I know sometimes we get a little bit silly on this show, but what I could tell you this is the play we do on that table, that's real. So go check that out. I'm going to go ahead and break this. Don't forget to comment if you guys have any questions. And other than that, wish me luck. Like I said, things have been going good. I feel good. I have a big night tonight, so looking forward to that. And looking forward to this challenge right now. All right, I'll be checking your comments as I'm playing. I will try to concentrate. I'd like to thank Bridgemate for the beautiful glove and the beautiful jersey I'm wearing. And don't forget to check him out. I will have his information in the description. All right, here goes. This is the first attempt. All right, so everything looks good. This is going to be a problem, but we'll worry about that later on. Right now, I got 44 balls I got to worry about instead of a couple of them there. So let's try not to burn out. So I'm gonna try not to think about it too much. All right, that is the first attempt. As you guys know, this challenge could be challenging, especially when you're doing it live. Yeah, just doing it live puts that extra little pressure on you. All right, so that is the first attempt, which was a 2-ball high run. Try to break that on my next one. And there it is. Just like that, I beat my high run of today. All right. As long as it keeps going higher. But I do not have 43 attempts at this if I keep going. All right, so that's 4. It is a little chilly in here, especially, like I said, just jumping on the table right off the bat without warming up. But that's what I do around here, so. And I do have somewhere to go, so I am trying to be on a schedule. All right, that is the second attempt. So far, it's 2 and 4. So 2 and 4 are the 4 is the highest run, which I should break that right now. Let's go with a 15-ball combo. That's a beautiful breakout right there. Those are always risky. And of course, I risked my run, hoping I'll have a shot. And that's what happens. But I have to do that. In order to finish this challenge, I'm going to have to take risk. And the risk on this challenge is always very rewarding. But unfortunately, on this case, it might have cost me that run. But the night is still young. Now I have to figure out something amazing I could do. I mean, all these balls and not one shot after that. Wow. So all I see is wow, this is not an easy shot right here. Like I said, I have to play loose or else I can't be intense for 45 shots. I'll be a nervous wreck by the end of the night. But I am in a pickle now. All right, I see this right here. Kind of caramel, bump, 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 bump. So I am going to, wow. I wish that 3-ball was open. I'm going to call the 8 in the corner. Just because the 3 cannot slide. So I'm hoping it'll skim off this. And one of those balls kicks in the 8-ball. All right, wish me luck. All right, that is a dead ball. So So we'll put that one back up. But like I said, I'm gonna have to take those kind of risks. All right, so we are getting better every single time. So I went from 2, 4, and now we're looking at 7. I could have got more down here, but like I said, I have to take those risks. I have to start opening up clusters early. I can't let them be out there. This challenge does require a lot of luck and a lot of skill. So unfortunately, I'm trying to bank on my luck on this one, because this one's basically about 80% luck and 20% skill in my book right now. All right, so far it's good. High run of the day is 7, and I am starting to get a little more loose, so that's what it's all about. Thank you guys. We got Chuck joining us. That's right, Chucky, you got to risk it for the biscuit. All right, so let's try to beat 7. Like I said, when I get into the 20s, you guys are going to see that that's when the you could start seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. Beautiful, beautiful break. I like the layout. All right, I do see a lot of points in here, so this is about one shot at a time. Oh, wow. See, let me show you what I had is I figured that was an easy ball, which no ball's easy in this game. But that was my, in a sense, a duck. And then from here, I wanted to clear out this area. And these were going to be my, basically, my insurance. So if I needed to come back out this way, I had these right here waiting for me. So it is a strategy, but like I said, ain't no shot, an easy shot in this game. Yeah, that's a rough one, because you wish you could take a shot back. That's one of them. But I mean, how do you say you're gonna miss that shot? Oh, that one was painful. Yeah, those are the kind of shots that break your confidence, believe it or not. But I had to draw back for it. It was, a far shot. But it is what it is. I just have to forget about that, because there's going to be hundreds of more coming my way if I feel, if I'm going to continue playing this game. All right, so far now we're in the deficit. We were looking good. I actually was thinking I was going to get into the 15s, 20s with that rack. All right, this is a beautiful spread. I like this one too. But like I said, I used to get excited when I see an open run, and all it did was build my anxiety a lot more. It's hard not to, look forward for the next shot on this one, because this is what this game's all about. See, these are the kind of rewards. Look at that. Everything moves. This is wired to where this is a super easy shot, and this is what I'm talking about. This game requires a lot of luck and a lot of skill as well. See, I know I have this shot right here, so I just have to be careful and not ruin it. I was afraid of that. All right, that one's still good. Everything over here is still good. You guys remember that easy shot I missed over here? Now, believe it or not, that 5-ball, even though it looks so close, I am worried about rattling it the way I did this one over here earlier. So 5-ball in the corner. I do have to think about where I want to be. This is not just about just shooting balls. Shooting balls, it does require moving that ball where you really need to be. Right now I'm looking at stuff that might be wired, something that will make this run much easier if I get in trouble, which I already see one right here. And that is the kind of stuff I have to look for. 8-ball. Come on. Come on. See, I want to show you guys something about that shot. This is what I'm talking about. And I still missed it, but this game will break you, I'll tell you that. All right, let's see if we beat 7. We might have tied it. Nope. All right, so we are improving. We got 8, which is, I literally seen about 15 points on the table that I could have, would have, should have had. If you guys are able to try this challenge, I highly recommend it. You guys will definitely find more respect when I get the 1s and the 3s and the 4s. You guys would understand. the pain and the agony I feel right now. Anybody that's tried it pretty much knows what I'm talking about. All right, so that was the 5th attempt, and we did set a high run of 8. My high run is 41, so I do have a lot more to go to reach that number again. Like I said, I do have to play a little bit loose. Right now, I think I'm playing too tight. Bonus ball, but I got myself in a jam shooting over a ball now. Let's try the yellow in the corner. All right, as you guys seen, I played loose, left points on the board, of course, that I felt like I had, but this is what I'm talking about. So, all right, we got 11 now. I got very unlucky that it landed right on top of that other ball, which anybody that plays this game knows that your percentages go way down once you do that. But like I said, it's all luck. I mean, I went into the stack, and I was just hoping for a better shot. But I got very unlucky that it's just, got locked in on that ball, and it's just stayed there. If I had a nice shot, I mean, I could have seen another 10 points easily. But I can't let that. So far, game number 6, we got a new high run of 11. This is about the worst place you could land, by the way. But I do have a shot. If I do scratch, I do re-rack. So I got the red in the side. Sometimes my highest run have come in on a bad situation. So that's why I don't let that bother me anymore. Yeah, sometimes you feel like the world is against you in this challenge, I'll tell you that. I'm trying to figure out what to do with this. None of these have a ball, only this one has a pocket going that way. But right now I'm trying to figure out how to break this out for later on. All right, I might have figured it out. Nope. I'll have to come back for that. There it is. I might have. I was trying to nudge it and push these a little bit more, but I'm happy with the results. Look at that. My whole intent was to break that out and, of course, make this one. But look at my shot where I would have been. That goes in, and I'm already in trouble. So this game could be, like I said, I have to take those kind of risks. I mean, there's 45 balls out there. There's going to be a lot of little clusters that I have to address as I'm doing my run. All right, that's attempt number 7. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. Are you guys considering of trying this out? I'll tell you what, some people do make it look easy, and they got all the respect in the world for out of me because I know how hard this challenge is. Especially my friend, the king of the 45 ball challenge. That guy has done it live countless times. He's also done the 55 ball challenge live as well. And this is what I'm talking about. And just like that, I'm already maybe in a tough spot. All right. One thing I've learned is you don't want to blast it too many times. Like I said, it's so easy to get locked in. So all those little rolls, I'm not trying to break anything out, just like that cluster I broke out over there. And this one, I just wanted to make sure it kind of slid into a nice spot. So it worked out. It worked out perfect. All right, this is going to be a big shot right here. 13 in the corner. Yeah, I figured it would give me a lot of reward. This one was easy, but there was no reward after this one. So I figured I'll leave that for later. It looked like it was lined up for a cut with a double combo for the 13. And I figured I will have a shot, and I do have a shot. So there's going to be times where I'll rather take the difficult shot than the easy shot, and that's why. It's because it'll be a lot more rewarding than just saying I got 11 points. Because I'm not going for a high run of, for the day. I'm just going for the 45. I want to try to complete this challenge and finish it today. I believe that was rack number 8. I'm going to try to go around the table all the way over here and then call it a day. I mean, if it was up to me, I probably could do this 24 hours till I finish. But I don't think I'll have the energy. All right. So I'm going to say I'm going to get more than 15 on this run right here. So I'm going to try to challenge myself at least on that. That way I could challenge myself on something, because that's the hardest part about, playing, just practicing by yourself. So let's try to get more than 15. I can't take risk right now like that. So right now I'm looking for a duck. And in this game, there's no ducks unless they're hanging in the pocket. I was hoping to have a nice shot at this one. If you've seen, there's not much room in between those. I'll try to come back out to the middle of the table. There it is. That works. Shout out to the bridge mate. I didn't want to glide too close to this yellow. Oh, I was thinking it was going to slide me this way, leave me a nice shot for the 12, and I tried to cheat at that pocket way too much. All right, I did not meet my 15 ball quota, unfortunately. Like I said, this challenge will break you, so I do have to conserve my energy, especially if I get down to the 30s, which I'm going to be honest, it hasn't happened in a while, and it's just, you figured this challenge will get easier, but when reality hits and you put up the 3s and the 4s, it really rattles you. As you guys know, this game is very mental as it is. And when you're feeling like you can't even break 5 and you see, 40 balls out there, it's pretty depressing. That was a scratch. I'm going to do a little less talking, by the way. I am using a lot of energy trying to commentate a little bit. All right, so my high run is 11. Back to 8. Usually, I try to get past 10 at least. For whatever reason, once you get past 10, you feel a little bit better that you had a chance. But once again, a shot like that, I don't know if during the match, I don't think I'll miss these shots most of the time as easy as I do on this challenge. That's how I know, like I said, there's way more pressure on this challenge than I could have get on an actual match. That could have been a $500 shot, and I would have made it probably 10 out of 10. But on this challenge, I dug it. All right, so far my high run is 11. I gotta get in the 20s. I'll be honest to you. I feel like if I get in the 20s, like I said it before, I have a really good chance of doing a high number after that. But right now, it is, it is what it is. It is a challenge. And right now what happens is the pockets start getting smaller. the shots start getting squirmier, and you start second guessing yourself on every shot. And stuff like this starts happening. I'm gonna go for the 6 over here. $10 in the side. I'm going to call the yellow combination. I'm going to try to cut it with this ball right here. It looks very promising. See, those are the kind of risks I have to take in this challenge. I'm going to go for another combination. Yellow in the corner. Let's try the red in the corner. $14 in the corner, or 12, I mean, pink 12. There wasn't much room with the 6, but as you've seen, I wanted to get past this cluster. I risked it. All right, you guys remember, I think I had the most toughest shot out of all the challenges, out of all the attempts today, all right? And remember, I told you guys my highest run starts with a really tough shot, so you kind of can't let that break you down. And I started off from inside the jaws of the pocket, pretty much. And look at this. So we got 13, which is our highest run. I should have probably really looked at this shot a little bit more, but like I said, I have to play loose. But 13 out of the toughest spot of the night, so that's pretty good. All right, so our highest run is 13. I do need to get a 20. which I know it'll happen. It's just right now I think I'm just beating myself up too much. I'm putting way too much pressure on myself. Oh, I had half a pocket and I felt it would go through. All right, 9. Oh, come on, dude. That was probably by far, like I said, I liked the break. I had a really good, I mean, if I had that 3 for $500 shot, I'm telling you right now, I'm not going to miss that 3. But for this challenge, for whatever it is, it's just, it's, you know, it has me. And I just need to break that. And if anybody's out there wanting to challenge me for that shot, put up the money. I figured it'll slide off the rails real nice, easy. I had a really nice shot right here. All right, I'm running out of attempts because I wanted it to go here. So I'm going to look at the time when I get there, but I'm hoping to finish it before I even get there. That's what I'm talking about. So far, my highest run, I believe, is 13. So I really, really need to, I don't know what you say. I mean, it's not like I'm not focusing on the shots, because I'll tell you right now, I am. I might just be focusing too much. I'm putting too much pressure on myself. Sorry if I haven't seen anybody's comments. We got Pool Hub in the house. There it is, the king of the challenge. Thank you for joining us. Have you tried it, Todd? But thank you guys for joining us. Yeah, you know, if I break any slower, there'll be way more clusters. Unfortunately, so you do have to break hard on this one because you need to open them up as much as you can. Yeah, you have to open them up as much as you can. But you know, you do not want to end over here. You want to end somewhere in the middle of the table. That way you have options on both halves of the table. From right here, I'm limited now. I'm limited to a lot. I mean, look at my options. I have a combination. No, I have a cut to the side. That's one ball. And after that, I have nothing but nothing. I mean, I ain't got anything to shoot at. I have a 5-ball combination if I want to go to this right here, 9, 7, 4, 3. But other than that, the easiest shot right now is this yellow one in this side pocket. And like I said, if I end up here, I mean, look, I have so many options. All right, let's go for the cut in the side of the pocket. Oh, I was hoping that one would slide this way. All right, you guys remember that 4 or 5 ball combo? Well, I'm going to go for this combo right here. 3 in the corner. Red 3 in the corner. Yes. See, this is the kind of stuff that is rewarding. Look how much nicer. These are pretty much ducks for later on. But look how much nicer the spread looks once you start opening them up. They're still not, you know, guaranteed. But once you start opening them up, they do get, you know, you do start seeing progress. So I'm going to call another combination, 10 into the 7, brown 7 in the corner. Beautiful. Right now, I'm trying to see all my options. So when I get to certain areas of the table, so I'm going to call the 8 in the side. Red in the corner. I'm going to go for my extension. 9 ball in the corner. I'm going to go for another combination. 6 ball in the corner with the 7. Nine in the side. One ball in the corner. Three ball. Red ball. Combination, 1 ball in the corner. I got no love with that 4 ball. $15 ball in the corner. Oh, this look how promising this looks. This combination, I was hoping it'll leave something open, and then it blocked my pocket from this ball. I mean, it is makeable, but I need to be in the open for that. But where I was at, I didn't have no chance. So let's see if we passed 13, I believe was my record. So far we got 5, 10. All right. So far my high run of today is 16. And remember, it started with a 3-4 ball combo over here, which is, not an easy shot. And I must have done like about 3 or 4 combinations during this run. And you need to do a lot of those. You need to do a lot of combinations, a lot of caroms, a lot of, because I was gonna have to deal with this one later on. But I already see the shot, 8 ball in the corner. But like I said, it's one of those things where, you gotta have to play loose, not worry about all the problems that are out there, and just take one at a time. I felt real good about that run. Not only that, I felt like I was controlling the cue ball pretty good. That miss, I mean, I had a perfect shot at it. It's just, you cannot miss those shots. You can't miss any shots on this challenge, of course. So far, my high run, was it 16 or 17? I already forgot. I got to get in the 20s. And remember, I started off with that cut shot to the side pocket. Every time I've started off with a really bad layout, it's been the most rewarding one. Really, dude? Yellow in the side. 14. Come on, dude. I jumped up a little bit because I was thinking that one ball was in the way. So I was trying to put a little bit of body English to try to swerve it around that yellow. I am not worthy. Wow, that was, I'm telling you, when I feel like it's going to be a good run, it just gets me. It like humbles you. I felt really good. I even most of the shots that I'm shooting, all my next shots, those are ones I actually want to be at. So I shot for that 5. So everything was good. I mean, I wanted to shoot that 5, start opening this side up, start working on this side, start working on the other side. But wow, this just gets you. Yeah, like I said, the break on this one, the break is very important as far as, you want to get some balls down, of course, because there'll be less work. But you definitely want to get a lot of the balls on this side of the table as well. You see, like this, the more balls you get on this half of the table, the less crowded it's going to be over here. You see, I don't mind like a cluster here and like a cluster here or a cluster on the side. The reason why is because if I have opened areas in the middle, I could work my way around it and break those out as I'm shooting. And I'd rather have them be clustered here and out of my way for later on when I open up the rest of the table. All right, let's do a high run right now. I feel really good about this one. Like I've had on every other one. Yellow. Oh man. Look at this. The ball is right here. And I cannot lie. I mean, I'm literally going into this stack hoping for the best, and I'm more focusing on this than a ball that's 4 inches from the pocket. And unless you guys have tried it, you guys, it's hard to understand how easy it is to lose focus on every shot because you're thinking of so much more than just that little shot. That one's a painful one. The reason why I was liking the spread, not only that, I mean, it's 4 inches from the pocket. Come on. And I'm running out of room, but I'm going to see the time. I do have somewhere to be tonight. And I keep ending back here, which is very depressing. Like I said, this challenge will break you. I'm going to go for the orange 5 in the side combination with the red. Yellow. Looked like it had more room. This one looked like it had more room, and I took it for granted. Red in the corner. I should have followed it. Yellow. Side.
Orange 5. $12.
No. I needed to get out of there, but I just needed better control of that ball. So we got a dead ball. Look how promising that looks. $19. I said if I get to the 20s, I mean, I'm going to show you guys. Look at this. This is what it'll look like when you get to 25. This is it. I mean, I could run that all day long on a different day and a different challenge. But, oh, so close. All right. So 19 is my highest. I'm going to try to beat that again. And once again, it started off with a, dicey run. I shot everything very well. I'm very happy with my run. As you've seen, I didn't miss my shot. I figured it'll hit something over here. That's why I put that much power on it. And then it'll break something out. And it is what it is. So 19 is the high. What do you guys think about that run? I do want to get in the 20s. I'll tell you that. I do want to. That way you guys could see how close that would be. Hey, Seth. Yeah. Yeah, I could only imagine, even on that 4, on the straight pool, how. Oh. But I was very happy about this whole run. I mean, I ended up scratching after making the ball. What else could you do? I did that basically to myself on that one. All right, I'm going to try to keep this cue ball around the middle of the table and stop stressing myself out right in the beginning of the run. Once again, it kicks it back over here. Oh, man. All right, let's try the combination 6 in the side. This is a very, very hard shot. Come on, let me have an easy start one day. Red. There it is. I got my easy start. Come on. Oh, this is painful. There wasn't much of that 7, but I figured if it brushes it, it goes in. Oh, 19 is my highest today. Like I said, my high run is 41. I've gotten several 30s. I've gotten quite a bit of 20s. The problem is lately I have not been breaking. I haven't done good. So, all right, I'm gonna try one more or two more and call it a night because I got places to be and things to do. I'm telling you, this game will break me. Yeah, AJ, I'm busy today, but I won't be around. I'm leaving in a little bit. I bumped the 12. I'm trying to do this with a clean run, by the way. And that's another thing, too. I forgot to mention. If I touch a ball, my run stops. I forgot to mention I got to worry about all those landmines as I'm trying to play, as I'm trying to get over a ball. If I rub on anything, my run stops. All right, let's try it again. You see that little breakout? That's by design. I knew I might be behind this, but I had this as insurance. And I didn't want to blast it and tie anything up. So you basically brush on them, open them up slightly, and then pick them apart later on. 9 ball all the way down. Look at that. That was my next shot, by the way. It's just lovely. All right, I'm going to call it a night, guys. This thing's already broken me more than the times I want to admit it. But other than that, you guys will see me on this table a lot more often. And hopefully with a clear mind, which is very important. And other than that, hope you guys enjoyed it. I might have lost a couple years of my life, but when I do complete it, that will be put on my tombstone. He finally finished it. So other than that, there's nothing else I could say, but thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to hit that like, and I will be at it again. And I will pass 19 the next time I jump on this table. So 19 was the high of the night. And other than that, I'm going to go ahead and close it out. And oh, man. Oh, the agony of this challenge. But thank you guys for all the comments. But yeah, AJ, I'm not going to be here, bud. I'll send you a message when I'm out. But I'll talk to you guys later. Oh, that's just the way it goes.